Why? 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 Why?
A story based on how 300 Bhuj villagers, mostly women, risked their lives during the 1971 Indo-Pakistan War and aided the Indian Air Force to rebuild the heavily bombed and damaged Bhuj airstrip within 72 hours. The intense labor and efficient execution helped in making the Indian combat aircraft take off and face the opposing forces. The area being under constant threat, the laborers were signaled with sirens when the coast was clear or when Pakistani forces were incoming. Barely any arrangements of food and water, and despite all of that, resilient and brave. But what are we getting? This statement is without a shadow of a doubt that we are being presented a commercial product that has all the elements of a masala film, and what the creators failed to understand is that this same pitch is something that the Indian audience has left behind. I will be considered to be an anti-national for most of the topics that I'm going to flesh out in this video, because when movies are based on patriotic topics, objectivity more or less goes out of the window. But I will be doing a disservice to this job by not calling it out as it is. A movie that has been sold to Disney Plus Hotstar has all the elements to work and rile up an audience in a theatre, but this commercial and over-the-top adaptation will find it tough to impact audiences through the OTT platform. Presented with the same chest-thumping fervour as JP Datta's classic films like Border and LOC Kargil, the pitch of Bhuj, the Pride of India, is not only over the top, but as I said previously, it's simply dated. You tell me in the comments below before I flesh out my points. What were your honest thoughts of the trailer in the comments below? The movie, which is directed by television writer and director Abhishek Dudaiya and is going to feature a cast including Ajay Devgan, Sanjay Dutt, Sharad Kelkar, Emmy Virk, Sonakshi Sinha and Nora Fatehi, have many elements, and I'll flesh them out one at a time. I know I should not be jumping the gun with respect to my thoughts of the film because this is just a trailer, but let's get at least the positives out of the way. First of all, I'm a fan of the scale in which this film has been produced. When you look at the expansive shots, which features hundreds of extras, you realize the scale and magnitude at which this film has been produced. I can't say the same for the special effects and CGI, which definitely required more care and attention to detail. But the time and investment on such projects to come to fruition is praiseworthy. I mean, with respect to CGI and special effects, Mausam came out in 2011 and showcased this as an Air Force combat sequence, and 10 years have passed, but sadly the growth has been minimal. From all the actors that featured in the trailer, I was only blown away by the conviction of Sharad Kelkar, Ajay Devgan and Sanjay Dutt. While Ajay Devgan seems to be presented in a manner that he will be the main hero rather than the locals of Bhuj on whom the film is actually based, something that is kind of sad because the commercial Hindi film trope is that the hero will save the day, but he has always been a dependable actor in leading roles and stories in which the characters have to lead by example. I am unsure of the contribution of an eccentric character like Sanjay Dutt, who seems to come across as a special agent, but he assimilates well in the trailer. It is Sharad Kelkar, however, whom I've been an ardent fan of and who even recently has stood out even in lackluster projects like Lakshmi. This man showcases the body language and demeanor that is required for a role that leads regiments and fights the enemy. I think he is the standout performer from the trailer. But while I can objectively point out what worked for the trailer, it terribly presents too many aspects that are signs that this film is just going to be another addition to true stories that get ruined because of the commercial Hindi cinema tropes. First of all, what is it about trailers and just becoming short films at this point? Why don't we label them as movie summaries, honestly? Really, how is it that the creators feel that the trailer should be 3 minutes long, while showcasing probably every single character, their motivations and what may eventually happen in the end? The magic of cinema and being surprised as we tune in for the film is absolutely lost when you basically expose every single element or beat that the movie is going to follow. The trailer is so poorly edited that it doesn't leave anything to the imagination of the viewer. It follows the trope of basically providing a 20-second snippet for each character so that they don't feel left out, just like a school project and everyone feeling that they've contributed something. This reminds me of the terrible trailers that have ruined movie experiences, from Mohenjo-daro, Batti Gul Meter Chalu and Marjama, lead to an overkill with trailers, so much so that the shocking plot points of the film are basically known to the audience even before stepping in for a film. This is the point of time where people should take notes from trailers like Karnan or Malik and understand that it equally engages the audience to tune in for the film when little is exposed about the rhythm that it will follow. Is it me, or the trailer just wanted to check all the boxes of patriotism and nationalism, so much so that it was as if they were shoving it down our throat rather than coming across as organic? Now, before people start labeling me as an anti-national, I just have to reaffirm that I'm the same guy who loved films like Uri and Tanaji. So remember that this strictly comes from the point of view of whether dialogues are being delivered to hit a particular pulse of the audience, or you can imagine it naturally being delivered by the characters. I think the creators of Uri and Vicky Kaushal proved to audiences that the minutiae that exists of the commercial elements such as song and dance is something that Uri steered away from, and it is one of the main reasons for its success. Even when Kaushal is motivating his comrades, it never comes across as unnatural, but genuinely felt like it was the need of the hour as the boys were going to battle. The dialogues in the trailer, however, also come across as unnatural, for some reason also being presented in rhyme, whether it be Sanjay Dutt saying Kabira kyun jang ka ऐलान hai, aaj khuda khud pareshan hai, or Nora and Sonakshi trying to inspire us with their monotone dialogue delivery. I fear that the efforts of other actors will really be discredited by the odd casting in this film. Nora Fatihi comes across as a soldier who gets trained and works undercover in Pakistan. Don't get me wrong, this is a woman that has made a name for herself from scratch, and she is a beautiful dancer, but the incompetence in her acting ability is as clear as day through the trailer. I saw someone on Twitter saying that they got goosebumps when Nora says Jai Hind in the trailer. Well, my experience and a lot of TRP subscribers will attest to this, that it is quite the opposite. Tell me in the comments below, am I tripping or are we on the same page? The worst of the trailer is the fact that when Nora is probably handed her most intense acting role, the creators still resort to making her dance in what easily comes across as an item song. It's sad that while they want to surprise us with Nora's acting chops, they make her resort to do the same thing that she has done in every film. What is the need for an item song in a film based on true events that is dedicated to the bravery of the men and women of Bhuj and our armed forces? It blows my mind. Also, I've realized that I can't keep on defending Sonakshi Sinha by referencing her performance in Lotera, which is testament to the fact that she has potential. All the snippets of Sonakshi in the trailer are extremely underwhelming, whether it be her almost killing an animal or trying to say something inspirational, it all but falls flat. I genuinely feel, and this is with all due respect to both artists, that if the casting of both the actors was different, it probably would have elevated this film's quality. It would be sad to see the efforts of other actors not being acknowledged just because of some jarring elements. Also tell me, is it just me or does the music of the film, especially the one that kicks in the latter half of the trailer, is oddly similar to Warriors sung by Imagine Dragons for League of Legends in 2014? This might be reaching, but it just seems as if they have altered the music of the original by slowing it down a bit. I again want to reiterate that I am all in for an Ajay Devgan film packaged to be a spectacle. He has a track record of backing projects that are genuinely engaging, but this sticks out like a sore thumb, for its pitch is something that audiences have already seen in the late 90s and early 2000s. I also fear that the underwhelming performances in this film may be its biggest downfall. Abhi Chaudhary, one of the subscribers of this channel, said, "Secularism के चक्कर में इतना भी ना दिखा दीजिए जिसका उस history से कोई वास्ता ही नहीं हो." I think Abhi has a point. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the trailer. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.